Yo, what's going on, 2K family? 2K Mechanic back with another video for you guys. And today we want to go over 5 fundamentals to help make you a better shooter. So, first things first, I want to say thank you to all the new and returning subscribers. I appreciate you guys liking the videos, watching the videos, sharing the videos, and commenting on the videos. It really means a lot, and I really appreciate you. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to give our channel a subscribe. I tend to post daily on this channel, and if I miss a day, then I try to double upload the following day. We have a pretty good catalog of videos, build videos, tip videos, and everything else related to 2K22 Next Gen. And if you're a current gen, you might also find something that might be helpful in your 2K journey. All right. So also shout out to the Discord family. If you guys are looking for a community of non-toxic individuals where we try to help people with builds, badge layouts, jump shots, and other animations, everything related to 2K, feel free to join the Discord in the description box below. We are over 1,600 members today, so feel free to join up. It's free. All right, now we got that out the way. Let's talk about the 5 shooting fundamentals you guys should probably look at if you're struggling to find to shoot well in 2K22 next gen or current gen, right? All right, so number 1, let's talk about shot selection. You want to, and you really get shot selection the better, more experiences you get in the game. So shot selection, if you're a spot up, you want to kind of pick good angles, to take your shot. You gotta first you gotta get yourself, well, if you spot up, then you kind of dependent on the point guard passing you the ball, right? But you just want to keep an eye on momentum, right? If you move and catch and shoot, then you just gotta pay attention to windows. In this game where the jump shot speed is weighed pretty heavy, then you gotta it'll open those windows up a little bit. So you want to have the fastest jump shot that you can time on your build. This will also help you shoot in those small pocket windows, and you just want to take good shots. If somebody's closing out to you pretty fast, if they got momentum closing out, if he's a jumper, then you might want to pump fake and pass, or pump fake and drive, do something a little different. But as you play more, you can tell when somebody's late on the contest, or if their momentum is stopped and they can't get to you in time. If you have a fast jump shot, I say, if you feel like you can shoot, if you feel like you can make it, then shoot it, right? So you just gotta learn to pull in those windows. You don't want to shoot when somebody's up in your face and guarding you close. That's not the right way to take a shot. And you just want to look for cues, and this comes from playing the game. You want to look for cues to know that you're open, right? So, and you just got to take smart shots. The more smart shots you take, the better you realize if you're open or not. All right, so shot selection is key. And if you're playing, if you're a point guard, then it's a little bit more complicated. You got to get yourself open, but you just got to pay attention to your defender. Is his momentum stop? Stuff like that. Is his hands up? And things like that. So in this game, smaller players, because of mismatch expert and the speed of their shot, have a little bit of a advantage. So that plays a part in your jump shot. All right. So number two is timing your shot. You got to learn how to time your shot. So you got to pick a shot that you're comfortable with, right? So me personally, I take standing still shots. I move, I catch and shoot off the dribble. I shoot off the dribble. I run screens and slip. I wrap, catch and shoot type situations. So I have to be able to shoot from any portion on the court. So, and for me to be able to do that, I have to have a jump shot that's reliable for me to be able to time, right? So you want, so your jump shot timing is defined by your base. So you want to pick a base that works really well. The fastest jump shot that I'm aware of in the game is jump shot base 3. Some people like to use 98. Some people like to use D Wade. What else? You have set shot 25, which is really good. It's good for set shots. If you're spotting up especially for big, spotting up in the corners. So it's a lot of different bases. And what I try to do here on this channel is also provide some jump shot bases that are fast and reliable. Then the second part of it is releases. Releases come in for your visual cues to know when you're ready to release your shot. So all those play an important part on finding your timing, and then you just got to get to work and get the shots up to find the timing, especially where you shoot from the most. So you got to find spots that you shoot the most from, and really get the timing down those areas, and then work your way around the perimeter shooting. So yeah, that's number 2, timing your jump shot. Number 3 is your badge setup. So you want to have your badges set up based on your play style. If you're a fader, a person that likes to shoot off the dribble a lot, then you might want to have something like a Chef or what's the other badge? Hall of Fame Circus 3s or something like that. Circus 3s, depending on how deep you shoot, right? Shoot off the hizzy and stuff like that. Those type of shots require different badge setups. So, the badge that has a little bit of ambiguity to it is probably the sniper badge. I run sniper as high as I can get it, primarily because, of course, you can green without it. I definitely noticed that when getting a lot of my characters up and I didn't have the badge. So you can definitely shoot without it. But me personally, I like to have all the badges stack and work in my favor. If I'm off a little bit, I want it to hit. If I'm contested a little bit, I want it to hit. Especially if I'm playing guard or something like that, where my primary goal is to facilitate and score, especially 3-hunt a little bit. So my opinion is you need to have as many badges as you can to help you hit those shots, and then also expand that green window. So you definitely want to have a badge setup that works for your play style. You can check some of your favorite content creators on how they run their badge setup. Check some of the pros. I think I've even spoke about some of the badge setups that I have. And usually when I make a build, I'll give you a badge setup, a base badge setup, and then you just kind of fix it or tailor it to how you shoot. So badges are important. So you want to have the right badge combination, and then trial and error. So take some things off and put them up a little bit. Take something from silver to gold to see if you see an improvement. So you should always be trying to test your badge setups, especially since 2K, they patch the game periodically, and each season they make new changes. So it may warrant you to change your badge setup. So you might want to do that. So that's the thing to keep in mind. So you always want to be experimenting on your badge setups, especially when things aren't working, if they were previously working, right? So feel free to take a badge down, upgrade a badge, and move them around as you see fit, right? All right, so that's number 3. Number four is you got to be able to get open and stay open. I talked about on this channel about learning the decks, and because in this game they got like momentum passing. Like when sometimes you can get passed open and they'll slide you like a few feet from the defender. So you got to kind of master that and know when that's available to you and when you'll be able to shoot off of that, right? So the other thing is, a lot of you get open, but then you take yourself out of the play. Like instead of being an option, you kind of get too deep. Like unless you have like the limitless badge, shooting badge. You don't want to get too deep. You don't want to get out your zone to be able to shoot on the top of the key, right? Not top of the key, but the top of the arc. So you want to keep yourself as an option to shoot. A lot of times you guys wrap, and you wrap too deep and throw yourself out of the play. You don't want to do that. You want to stay, especially if you're shooting guard and above, you want to make yourself available, or shooting guard and below, I'm sorry. Unless you come to get the ball, right? Make yourself available, get open. So you'll be able to take a shot, right? Don't just stand there like a bump on a log. Move, get open, but you don't want to move too much. You don't want to be running around with you going crazy. Just move slight. Like I said, there are, for me personally, I count 5 spaces on a 3-point line, right? You got the 2 corners, you got the 2 hashes, then you got up top. So you just need to, slide between all those 5 areas, and then, settle down a little bit when you feel like you'd be open. Or if you, throw your opponent off, then just slide in a little area. Don't slide and try to go all the way to one corner to all the way to the other one. That's not the best way to get open, or the most effective method to get open. So just slide around and watch what others like to do. Like I said, just get open. That's definitely a fundamental that you need to be able to do to get certain shots off. And number 5, the last fundamental that you need to do is you need to practice. You need to practice your shots. So I wasn't a good shooter before, but I practiced, and I'm an okay shooter now. I'm not like great or anything like that, but you got to practice. So previously, like current gen and before, you're practicing my court, because each space had different sliders, right? So if I'm practicing in my court, then I would take my difficulty and put it on all-star, right? Because all-star, if I could green on all-star, then I can shoot in the park, I can shoot in pro-am, and I can shoot in rec or something like that, right? Because the sliders, what I figured out was, as I tighten, because you can see that when you play, when you do workouts or 1v1s on current gen, right, in the previous ones, where you can work out with other NBA players and play against them. So if you turn that difficulty up, it's a little bit harder to shoot. I figured that out, so I would do that in my court. So next gen, what you do, where I shoot at is in Pro-Am. Pro-Am is kind of similar to, Pro-Am in my career. To me, Pro-Am in my career are very similar to rec, but Pro-Am, the sliders are like a lot tighter. So if you can green consistently in Pro-Am, that should translate over to the other game modes. Now beware, park and old gym and warehouse, the sliders are, the latency is a little bit different. So each mode, the latency is different. So you'll kind of have to maybe just hold it a little bit longer till you get in the rhythm, especially in park and in old gym for sure. All right. So yeah, you got to make sure you practice your shot. Practice makes perfect. What I do is I'm a person that likes to get in rhythm before I start shooting. So I would go in before I know we were about to play, about 20 minutes. I would just shoot around, dribble, shoot around, try a few things. I'm gonna hit 20 shots from each corner, just 25 greens or something like that. And then I'm warm from each area. And then when I get off, I'll probably do like 15 more minutes of just me shooting around. Well, me personally, because I'm doing videos for you guys. So as the video is rendering, I just go in and shoot a little bit to get warm if I'm getting on and getting off. So once you do that, you'll be amazed in like 2 or 3 weeks time, if you are shooting every day, how natural your jump shot will feel and how slow it'll feel once you take it to competition, because you got those reps in and you shot that same shot so many times. You'll be amazed at how well you're able to shoot just off 20-30 minutes a day. All right, so that's it. That's the 5 shooting fundamentals I got for you guys to help you guys become better shooters out there, because I've been on a lot of the channels and I've seen some of you guys talking about shooting and your jump shot feels broke. I've been using the same jump shots at the beginning of the year. If something is off, then I just adjust my timing a little bit. And I think some of you guys are not good at adjusting your timing, so it makes it difficult for you to change modes because you're not able to adapt to the timing or the latency in that mode. That's another thing you got to do. You got to be able to adapt to the latencies, or maybe change your jump shot for that particular latency. All right, 2K Mechanics signing out. Appreciate you guys for listening and watching. And I still got that 610 jumper video coming for you guys probably tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. I'm out, y'all. Peace.